Hey you guys, Blessed Yu-Gi-Oh here with my upgraded Drytron deck profile and combo. I'm not gonna do. There's like 6, 7 different combos you can do with this deck. I'm just gonna do like a little off the wall one I haven't seen a lot of people doing. All you need is Nova plus Zeta or Alpha, which you play both three of. And then you can do this full combo. You guys have been asking for it, so I figured I'd do that and just kind of tell you where a couple of choke points of the deck were. Excuse me. But before I do that and jump into the deck, quick shout out to Pandemonium Gaming. They're my sponsor. They're in New Orleans, Louisiana. Love those guys to death. Be sure to check them out on eBay and TCG Player. Also, Midwest Gaming. Be sure to check them out on eBay and Facebook. Their link should be in my description below. On Facebook, they have the best decks from the top online tournaments. They always have deck profiles from there, so be sure to check that out. Also, be sure to check Pack out on YouTube or Twitch while he's doing a live stream. Dude's really cool. He puts up some really cool combos. And if you haven't grinded on the DB yet, be sure to check out the DB Grinder. That's my boy. He does really good commentary on DB, and that's why I started doing it. He was a big inspiration, and he's a really good friend, so be sure to check him out. And also shout out to T4T Tokens. He's my sponsor on my tokens that I do for my giveaways, which I'll be giving away for my next giveaway because I hit a K already. I'm doing a mat, some tokens, and either deck box or a sealed product along with that. I'm actually going to pick 3 different winners. I'll give 1 product to each winner. As you guys can see, I'm like slimmering down on how many winners for each giveaway. Last time it was 6, I think. Or 10, maybe 6 or 10, and this time it'll be 3. Next time it'll only be 1. The better the giveaway gets, the less I can give away to multiple people. So my apologies for that, but you know, someone always has to get lucky and someone always has to get unlucky. So with that being said, I'm just going to jump into the deck profile and the combo. I'm just showcasing what you can do pretty much off of Nova plus Zeta or Nova plus Alpha. As long as you have a summon on board beforehand. And this is also just, you know, with 3 cards, you should still have 5 other cards in your hand still. 3 other cards in your hand still. So this is all of 2 cards. So you're going to go Nova, special summon the Alpha. Then you're going to make Link Karibo. You're going to use Alpha effect, tribute Zeta. From hand, search a Benton. Now you're going to go ahead, turn that into a Wrinklish Anima. This is really good. The reason I did, and another reason I did all my steps before I summoned out the Zeta is because I didn't want to get in the beard before my Union Carrier. So, like I said, I have 3 other cards in hand, but you know, we're just playing off of this. It's like if I summon Zeta beforehand, I lose my whole hand to a nib here, but no one's going to want to nib you here. They're going to want to wait until you finish using your effects. If they nib you here, you just keep going. Because then you just search Manju off of Benton and you just have full combo. So if they would have nibbed before then, I still would have had the same hand. So this is all I would have needed. Like the Union Carrier was actually rather than just a free monster. So Union Carrier is going to send, Dawn Knight is going to send Gamma. Another reason this is really good too is because if you look at like all the stuff you can recycle next turn, if you have a Link Karibo you can recycle on their turn. If they try to attack over something, you end with level 1 on board. This board doesn't end with a level 1 on board because I had to tribute an extra guy. I had to use an extra guy to make the DAG though. But one of these combos is really cool. You can end on two different boards. Gamma. You have Gamma for next turn. So you're just gonna keep going. Add back the Drytron Ritual Spell, target the Zeta. And a lot of people don't remember to tribute this guy for the full when you do it, but you gotta make sure to tribute the one you lowered. Like it goes back up, but if you're like trying to play through a board or attack through a board, like that matters. So I'm gonna use Gamma's effect, tribute Ben 10, special back Alpha from grave. This should have been in attack position. but I was linking off with it anyway. Just remember, like whenever you special off Nova or Gamma, you always want to special and attack because those are the only times they can go in attack mode. And then Ben 10 is going to trigger. It's going to search me another Ben 10. And I'm going to normal module here. Module is going to give me a full. So I use median on this tribute to 1,000 attack Drytron, which is Zeta, to ritual summon full out of my hand. And what full does, if you guys don't know what the Mega cards do, they're actually all pretty insane. So full is basically a Ben 10, and she's a ritual spell, and she's a body on board all in one. So she's like the best one. She lets you ritual summon a guy out of your deck. But before that, on summon, she lets you target a ritual monster in your graveyard, copy its level, and then you get that ritual monster engraved back to hand. So she becomes a level 6, and then you add Ben 10 from grave back to hand, which is really, really insane. So you just loop a Ben 10 for free. Add Ben 10, effect, tribute Ben 10, special Ophiel. And now this is really crazy because you have 5 dudes on board. Like you're still popping off. Ben 10 is going to search. Potential search you Herald, and Ophiel is going to search you Bathor. And so this combo might not look too optimal because of the way I ended the board. Usually you're able to keep Bathor in hand and tribute something else with Ben 10. Excuse me. And you'll also have one extra fairy in hand most of the time because you play so many. So that way you don't have like a blanket evil with the Herald. So that's going to make Dagda. And then before you use Ophiel's effect, you got to make sure you summon Dagda because Dagda only triggers when an effect is activated. So you're going to go ahead and use Ophiel's effect to tribute those two. And then Dagda's going to trigger and set the side. This is going to summon Ultimateness. Ben 10 is going to search you Eva. And then Ophiel and Maju make Tornado. So with just those 2 cards in hand, if you use like everything else to play through, like if you use like Nightmare, if you were making like Nightmares with your cards prior, stuff like that, as long as you haven't used like the majority of your Drytrons, and you have access to a Ben 10, like this is pretty much you can always like end on this board through at any point. So another variation of this board, right, is if you don't want to play Scythe because you might think it's a brick, which is also a fear, you can discard off of Orange Light, so it's not really a brick. But just listen, hear me out. If you don't want to play Scythe, this could be anything else you want in your deck. And then you turn this into IP Masquerade, right? And then you turn this into Biz Dweller. So you end on Dweller, IP, Herald with 3 negates. Seems good, since Dweller is just an FTK nowadays. On top of having IP to remove like any battle phase, you know, anything funny in the battle phase. I'm a big fan of this combo though, just because it just says no to your opponent, and like you can always do it. I'll just jump right into deck profile 2. Should have been up here already. Sorry about that. So jump right to the deck, as you guys can see. It's pretty standard, except I play a couple cool attacks here and there. So to start off, I played Triple Alpha Thuban. This guy is really, really cool. So he's just the Ben 10 searcher. He searches any ritual monster, but just remember he doesn't only search for Ben 10. He can get you to any of your Megalith cards if you need them. He never really searches Herald. And I'm going to play 3 Zeta. These are like the best 2. As you can see with the video I showed you, you pretty much just need these 2 guys. You have full combo. These are your extenders, pretty much your extra Drytrons that you can waste, and they have a useful effect. Gamma is Monster Reborn, and Delta is Upstart. There's one more that returns a banished Drytron from banish pile to grave, but that your guys never get banished ever, so that never comes up. And then we play 3 orange light. This is your droll killer, VFD killer. This is the card that gives you a chance to like play the game against them, I would say. So like if you open this against VFD, you win because all they're gonna have is Chuchi and you kill them that turn. If you open this against droll, you win majority of the time if you get to keep playing. And then I play 1 scythe, 1 Dawn Knight, 1 Chaos Valve, 1 Manju, 1 Cyber Petite, 1 Eva, triple Ben 10, 1 Bathor, 1 Ophiel, and 1 Fool. A lot of people say you should play 2 of this guy because you won't have a search target for this if you draw him. But honestly, like if I draw this guy early on, then my hand's already kind of probably bad. This is like the worst card to draw in the deck to me. Like I know he's a ritual spell. You can use him sometime to summon a Megalith out of your hand by tributing a Ben 10 from your hand. So like if you open like this, right, like this, then that's fire. Like if you open all blue guys, Bathor is fire. But like you don't want to open all blue guys. You want to open all like Drytrons, but you don't want to open too many Drytrons because they can clog sometimes. And then you play 1 Ophiel. This guy's really crack because he lets you summon Herald out of your hand. And a lot of times I'm tributing 2 Ben 10 for this effect. Like when my hand's nice, it's nice. And then play 1 Fool, 1 Herald. This guy's a savage. The reason we play him over Perfection is because he can stop Exceed summons. So that's really good playing against like Zoo Eldritch. When people are like the trap cards beat Herald, but like it just doesn't because they just go like normal summon Ram, go into Exceed, and you just negate the Exceed summon. And then they just set 2 or 3 and pass. And then you just win the game. And then that's it for the monsters. Triple Cyber Emergency. This card's literally just Rhoda. I have no idea why this card can search to this deck. Like that's absurd. I'm pretty sure Konami was thinking about that when they were making it. Triple Novas. Nova's really good. Nova's literally just E-Telly. She just says summon your Drytron off the deck, which is always what you want. Unfortunately, it's once per turn. 3 Fafnir. Fafnir is literally Magical Meltdown. So if you open Nova, you get the Ritual Spell. If you open the Ritual Spell, you get Nova. And then they can't respond to the activate. Well, they can, but they can't. The activation and activate effects of Ritual Spell cards cannot be negated. So that's like insane. It's literally just Meltdown. And also has a second effect against Virtual World. If you leave a guy on the field, their guys lose 1,000, lose 1 level per 1,000 attack if you have a Drytron on the field. But that's only during the main phases and battle phase, not the damage step. And then we play 3 Prepper Rights because this card can search everything in our deck except for Herald. This card's insane. So like opening this in Ben 10 doesn't always get you like double Ben 10. A lot of times I open this in Ben 10 and like my combo's resolving, I'm just searching full off of this and just plussing even harder like halfway through my combo. Because like after I go Union Carrier and Ritual Summon the Ben 10 back from grave, then I go Prepper Rights and get the Ritual Spell back from grave. So I haven't used the lowered effect yet. It's just insane. It gets insane. And you play Foolish Burial. This is basically your 4th Rhoda of the deck. Like the deck's super consistent because it has so many engines that get to all the same thing, and all you pretty much need is 2 Drytrons. Excuse me. So that's why it's like super strong. And then for side deck, I side 1 Natasha. A lot of people main deck this, but I just feel like I'm playing this deck like Infernoble. When I go first, I'm just trying to win. I don't want to waste time. I don't want to draw going second cards. I just want to win. So like that's why Infernobles stopped playing hand traps after a while, and they were just playing exchanges and tactics, like because like you were just guaranteed winning if you were going first. And then 1 Vanity Ruler. So again, I like to win going first. And if Scythe is bad versus like Zoo Eldritch, I'll side out like the side package and some other cards. And then just put in Vanity Ruler and make it simple because they won't be expecting Vanity Ruler because I didn't play it game 1. And they saw like a wonky combo wombo. So they're like expecting all these crazy cards, and I just go like normal Summon Ruler, Protect, which is really good. And then I have 3 Drolling Locks. It's pretty much for the mirror and like for Invoke decks. I feel like if I get hit with a gamma, I get hit with a gamma. Not really too worried about it. Same with Lancia. Pretty much for Dinos, Virtual World, Invoke decks. This stops Maximus, Invocation. Like this is really good. Then one call by for when you're going first, along with the Vanity Ruler. And then 3 droplets for the mirror match. This card's crazy, this format. The attack cut in half is just, that's so good. And then 3 Cosmic Cyclone. Then extra deck, 1 Link Rebo, 1 Anima just for the combo, 1 Unit Carrier. I play 2 of this if I don't play Dagda or if I cut one of the rank 1s. But Dweller and Tornado are like 2 rank 4s you really want to play. Then 1 IP, 1 Dagda, 1 Cerberus, 1 Phoenix, 1 Unicorn, 1 Access Code, 1 Appaloosa, 1 Lyricist Assembled Nightingale, 1 Kikiniak G Fucho, 1 Tornado Dragon, 1 Abyss Dweller, and 1 Zeus. Zeus is pretty much going to be playing everything that plays an Exceed monster until he's like gone. And the thing is, like, he's really good because he makes you play a certain way and he allows you to do certain things. Like Exoton was just the nuts when she came out because everything was playing like 2 or 3 of them, just blowing everything up. But excuse me, this card right here is just insane. Just because you can play very skillfully with it. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think about the deck. If you guys saw my last video, I told you guys I was doing another giveaway because I had 1K. I was trying to hit 1.5K. But before we do that, I'm gonna reward you guys by doing a giveaway. Only thing you have to do to enter the giveaway is either is like this video and my last video, comment under this video or my last video. What's your favorite deck of the format? Let me know what you guys thought about the ban list. It was super cool. Was it bad? Do you miss it? What else? Oh yeah, subscribe. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Always do that. Make sure you and your friends are subscribed. Make sure to hit that share button. Let people know what kind of content is going on over here. And I'm still a beginner. I'm at 1,000, but I'm still trying to get better. Let me know what you guys want. And with that being said, bless you, Signing out. Peace.